good evening, good evening, good evening. How's everybody doing tonight? Good evening, Sunday night, good evening. Training on customers. Good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody from around the globe. Thank you so much. Wow, well, all these happy faces. Let me look at you all. My goodness, let me get my, wow, look at you. Ooh. There we go, there we go, there we go. Hey, I'd like to thank, first of all, before I get started, Chris King and Miss Rose Guerrero, fifth grandbaby. Oh my God. Ellie Easley, 10 pounds and 7 ounces. Let's give them a hand real quick. They're on the call tonight. Yeah, Grandpa. Push, Grandpa. Push, push, push. Congratulations. Number 5 grandchild. That's amazing. And he looks so young. I told him it's illegal to start having kids at 2. 2.5. I was, oh, 3. That's right. I was 3 years old. But anyway, thank you. Congratulations to Rose Guerrero and Chris King. Let everybody just give a shout out. Let me look over here and see if I can see them. I know they're on the call tonight. I'm zooming through here. I'm zooming through here. There they are. He's got his picture up and her Miss Rose. Oh, Grandpa, 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 number 5. Grandpa, we're a family. Give him one more hand, Grandpa. You didn't, yeah. You didn't have anything directly to do with it, but indirectly. I get it. Okay, Grandpa. Congratulations, Rose Guerrero and Chris King on your 5th grandbaby, 10 pounds, 7 ounces. Ellie Easley. All right, all right, all right. Ooh, whoa, 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 whoa. Wow, man, look at I have my camera. You guys got my camera so excited. It's trying to clap over here. Well, let's see what we got on the call here tonight. Daryl Cotton, thank you so much. Wow, thank you so much. Miss Diane, hey, Diane Collins, there she is. Down under in Australia, Mike. What time is it in Australia right now? 11. That's right, 11 o'clock the next day. That's right, 11 o'clock. Thank you so much for joining us. Didn't recognize your hair pullback. Thank you so much. Mr. Harris Mills, thank you so much for joining us. Mr. Ismail, thank you so much. Joyce Brewer, thank you. I'll ask everybody to bring a person on here. 2 degrees, freezing cold. Ooh, it's cold. Well, I'm in Vegas, and right now we got shorts on 100. Well, it's close to 80, 93 outside. Matter of fact, it was so hot. I saw an African warrior looking for shelter. Anyway, Miss Joyce Brewer, congrats! Thank you for joining us. Miss Perry, good seeing you out there, dear, from the Baker organization. And Miss Castro, wonderful job you did today. You did a great job. You and Mr. Bree Clemens did a wonderful job on the 1 through 10. Wish I had more people on there, and that's why in the month of July we're gonna. Man, what am I doing here? Let me hold on a second, everybody. Let me adjust this thing a little bit better. I got a thing got 3 legs on it. It's like a mailman. It's got its own route. You look at this. There we go. Up. Miss Collins is laughing at me. All right, let's see if that does it. Well, you know what? We're gonna do it right here, right now. All right, let's continue on. Sergio in Mexico. Thank you, my friend. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, let's do this. I can address it this way. Here you go. Thank you so much, Mr. Sergio in Mexico. Thank you for joining us. Doing an outstanding job there. TJ, good seeing you tonight. Nikki, thank you so much. Miss Nikki Dawson. Man, we're going to hear from her today with Miss Perla Bernal. This lady's got a testimony that's awesome. Also, Regional Director, Miss Natasha Ismail. We want to thank you, dear. I know she had a funeral. Her grandmother passed away. All right, maybe this will work. I'd rather justice while we get somebody else on here. So thank you all for joining the call tonight. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Listen, I want to hand it over to this young lady. Let me tell you about Miss Perla Bernal. If you guys don't know who she is, and I know you guys do know who she is. She has got started, it's been several years ago, started a big organization and got started and built over 3,000 people in 190 days. It was 90 days down in Mexico. And I'm just so proud of her. And it's amazing because anybody can build this business. It just shows you if you put the effort into it. And I took her on my wings, mentored her, and now she's her regional director came to Las Vegas, got promoted. But anyway, I'm going to talk about that later. But without further ado, I didn't want to spoil my meeting, the rest of the program. So I want to give it over to Miss Perla Bernal, who is doing a fantastic job in the United States and abroad. She's got a large organization in Mexico as well as Colombia. So without further ado, Ms. Perla Bernal, let's give her a wonderful round of hand.
Hello, can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Hey, well, thank you so much. You know, it's an absolute honor when Mr. Al Thomas just calls you and tells you, hey, can you do me a favor and just jump on here, just do at first I had a little miscommunication. I thought I was just going to be a testimonial, but then it was a full training. So I was like, you know what? I'm always ready. Let's go. So thank you so much, Mr. Al Thomas. You know, you guys are very blessed to be able to have someone like him. You know, how he said he has zero financial gain for me, but he's taken me under his wing since day one. I absolutely just asked him if he can be my mentor, and I've been like a fly on the wall. Everything he does, I just try to do exactly what he's doing, because you know he always says the story, he's helped 18 millionaires. I am the number 19. I'm a student right now, so stand in line, guys. So I'm just so grateful and thankful. Again, my name is Perla Bernal. I'm in the healthcare industry. I've been in this business for a short period of time. I absolutely have no business being in business. I have no family that has been successful or anything like that. So if I can do it, someone in the healthcare industry, I'm pretty sure anybody, like all of you guys, can do it. So I hope that I'm able to inspire some of you guys. We're going to jump right in. I know today's Sunday is meant for training. You know, guys, what's really important of all of this is to make sure that we take this information and we implement everything. Now, today I'm going to share with you guys a testimonial. I have this young lady I've met a couple of years ago, and I want her to share her story. But I'm going to just jump in a little bit into the training, and then I'm going to have her, just because she's 3 hours ahead. Right now it's 6 o'clock for me here in California, but it's like 9 in North Carolina. So she's doing this favor for us. So I don't want to take a lot of her time, you know, so she can go back to sleep and go back, because she has to go to work tomorrow. So we're going to jump right in. Customer acquisition, I think it's super important from our business. It is the main vessel of everything. You know, without our business, without customers, we don't have a business. So it's super important that you, one, think about the customers as long-term. You know, follow the system, you will start acquiring customers. You know, I'm so inspired by this gentleman, Tim Walker, I believe his name is, the one that Mr. Al Thomas posted yesterday, and with the 1,800 customers. And, you know, he broke it down so simple for every single one of us. Get 5 customers a week for a whole year. We can all do that. You know, the fact that he just took like this blind thing, like this band-aid from our eyes, that it's possible. If he did it, all of us can do it. And I'm pretty sure there's going to be people trying to break that record, and I'm in line. So I hope that you guys are able to at least get something from this training. And we're going to just jump right in. I have some slides from customers that we're going to go over right now. Then I'm going to jump into my testimonial. So let's go ahead and do that really quick. Let me know if you guys can see them. It's going to take a little while because it's our full Saturday training from Orange County. So I'm going to jump right into the customer acquisition. Give me 1 second. You're probably seeing black. So it's going to jump right on. So my topic here is customer acquisition. Mr. Al Thomas, if you can just nod your head, because you're the only person I can see right now. Can you see the slides? Okay, great.
Yeah,
so, awesome.
I thought you want to start with your testimonial first, so she can probably do what she has to do.
Yeah, I'm going to jump in on my second slide.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry. Yes, dear, go ahead. I can see it.
Yeah. Okay, so basically, guys, what I wanted to jump on is customer acquisition, right? So if you guys don't have this is in your back office. These are our customers. I mean, our services, and these are our points that we have. Obviously, you guys already know about those. The main thing that I wanted to share with you guys is try not to, like, you know, learn every single one of them. Just master 1 or 2 at a time, and then from there, keep moving. But try to master ones that you have already became customers for. I think that's very, very important, because like that, you have the posture and you can be able to help your customer if they have any questions. Like for say my testimonial that I have here right now, I was able to help her with when she had questions, because I'm already a customer of Vivint Smart Home Security. So it was very easy for me to be able to jump and ask her, talk to her of any questions, any doubt, anything that she may have had, because I was already a customer. Now, what type of customers are we going to be able to acquire? 1, ourselves, what I'm talking about. And number 2, prospects that do not become your IBOs. So when you present this business, if you do it properly, You present the business. If they say no, then you ask them for a huge favor, and you ask them to become your customer, right? And then they become your customer. When you come in and ask for this favor, you come with a heart, and you come with humility. You have to come humble and ask for this favor. And people are going to be so happy to help you. See, I'm going to share with you guys this question, something with my testimonial. Her name is Nikki Dalton. She's from North Carolina. I've met her 2 years ago, okay? And I share the story with Mr. Al Thomas just because I thought it was a very different way how I acquired this customer, but it's so relevant to what's happening right now. I met her 2 years ago in Las Vegas, Nevada. She was on vacationing with her husband, celebrating their anniversary. And I took my mother to Las Vegas so she can celebrate her birthday. As we were playing in the machine, somehow, some way, we're very loud, us Hispanics, so we attracted each other and we became friends. We exchanged numbers, and we also exchanged our social media. She became my friend in social media. I kept contact with her throughout for 2 years. And but what I didn't realize that is super important is that people are watching you. And it's so important that you take care of your social media. It's like a walking billboard for you. Somehow, some way, she realized this is what I do. And she shared a story with me really quick on a messenger. And she asked me a question. And this is how it went down. It was very easy of a question. It wasn't very complicated. She sends me a text at 1 in the afternoon, and she says, "Hey, Perla, I wish you worked in North Carolina. I'm getting ready to switch my alarm system. I hope that you and your family are doing well." See, her and I had not had a lot of communication in between these 2 years, but we kept in contact here and there with just quick little messages on Facebook. Right away, as soon as I seen it, because I was at work, I said, "I can still help you. I got great deals," and I gave her my number, and I told her we assigned the time that we were able to do it. She was very excited, as you guys can see, that we were able to do it in another state. So she gave me immediately her phone number so we can make sure she can switch over. She wanted to leave her old company, which is CPI in North Carolina. And now I found it very interesting, the reason why she was switching. I didn't know, not like California. We move all the time. And in the South, over there in North Carolina, people stay there for a long time where they live, and whatever company they're with them for a long time. Now I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to have Miss Nikki Dalton share why she did this. And from there, she referred friends to me. And what I think is so important is that when you do the business properly, people build trust with you, and you do everything properly for them, they automatically feel safe to refer customers to you. So, Miss Dalton, are you on? Can you hear me? You just have to unmute yourself. I know they assigned you as a host. Nikki?
Hello.
Hi.
Hi.
Hi, Nikki.
Hi,
Hello.
Nikki.
How you doing, Mr. Thomas?
This is Mr. Al Thomas. I don't know if you had, I had mentioned you. This is my mentor, and we're just so excited that you're here with us today. So if you could just please share just how we came about. I kind of briefly gave them a little head start, but tell them exactly why you really decided to go with Vivint Smart Home Security and your experience.
Yes. Hello, Mr. Thomas. You're doing an excellent job mentoring Miss Perla, because everything has went wonderful. Just like she told you all, we met a couple of years ago, and it was like we just connected. Like we just connected. That's just the type of person she seems to be. So just like with the message, when I sent her the message, I did not know she would be able to help me here in North Carolina. And she has been able to not only help me, my service is in. My husband and I, we love it. One of my friends, they're going to be calling Perla this week because they should be getting the system installed as well. But what happened was with CPI, I don't know if you all know or not, but the CEO made a remark in reference to the things that are going on across the world, in reference to the George Floyd incident. And I'm quite sure you all can see and tell that I'm an African-American female. And I feel that, I was not comfortable paying my money to someone that was not in favor of or had feelings the way he did towards people of color. So I had a few more months with my contract, but I broke my contract, paid my money out. And like I said, Perla, I called, we talked, she answered my questions. You know, everything that she said and told me is exactly what when the tech came out, you know, and the tech was awesome also. He not only went over everything that we had, but he even was able to help me with something more. It was wonderful. So I love it. I love the system. I love the customer service. I love Perla. And it's just awesome. Amazing how we met and amazing how the service is worldwide. I did not have any idea she would be able to help me in North Carolina. But thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow. Now, I understand you also gave her a couple referrals as well. Is that true? How's that worked out?
Yes, I already sent the number to one, and she should be calling her by Tuesday. Yes.
Wow.
She's going to get her system. And my niece, I sent her the information today, so she should be calling as well.
That's two. Okay, keep going. How many more you got? Did you send us?
I'm still working. I'm working.
All
I'm
right,
working on my
thank you.
church now as well.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
As they say, you go, girl. You go, girl. No, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's
Thank you
amazing. Hey, thank you for staying up because I know it's a little, you know, about 9:15 back there, and I'm not sure if you got to go to work tomorrow. But we thank you for coming on to be a testimonial to touch other lives, and we need people like you out there. That because of what had been said, and there's so many things out in the social media. And the company that you were with was everybody got a text. It was CPI had made a statement that was not favorable. And it just hurts some people. And I understand you've been, tell everybody how many years you've been with CPI.
4.5.
Yeah, 4.5.
Yes,
and you know, why spend money with people that say things like that just upsets people? So we understand. We thank God that you and Perla Bernal stayed in contact and y'all hit it off. And now you got several people in the pipeline coming on to be a customer. So we applaud you as a true champion out there. We thank you for being a part of ACN. We thank you for all the customers you're going to be sitting that way. So God bless you, dear. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And your husband.
Thank you.
All right. Back to you, Ms. Perla Bernal.
Okay, can you guys see me? Well, thank you so much. Nikki, thank you. We really, really appreciate it. I know it was the last minute and you're not used to this kind of stuff, so thank you so much. Guys, so what happened is like now she's, even herself, she's just saying maybe her church and stuff like that, and she's continued to send me people's, and right away we're actually, we were able to, when we were on the phone with her, right away she told me to get in contact with another person, and that lady Sheila Banks, she also was going to get it. So we're to follow up with her within this week. So immediately she was already getting excited. And what's really excited about this customer service is that it sells itself, you know, and how she said she had great customer. The rep that I got her on with gave her everything that she could even ask for, you know. And what I really like, if you guys caught this, she broke her contract. She didn't care because she really wanted to get out of there, and who she was doing the favor for, you know, and because her and I had already developed that relationship when we stayed connected. Now, I have another testimonial, which she actually had to leave on a little trip so she can just relax on what's been going on with her, but she's going to try to see if she can jump on this week or either on Sunday, next Sunday, Mr. Al Thomas. But with my coworker, it's something very interesting with her. She received a letter in the middle of the night, an email saying that she owed $7,000 on a credit card. Now, the next morning, you can see her back. She was so stressed out. We were in this little lunchroom, and she says, "Amiga, friend, I am so stressed out. Like, I can't even sleep. I think someone has hacked or somehow got my identity." And I told her, she's like, I remember you had mentioned something in September, you went through that, or that you are providing that. And I told her, yes, I can help you. 2 seconds, she downloaded the app. And what was crazy about this, and she mentioned to me, is that if she would have just called the next day, that credit card, which she did, and then she reported to the police, she would have just left it like that. But if it wasn't for ID Seal that she downloaded the app, she was able to see 24 something inquiries and 5 open accounts with a total of almost I think it's $85,000 in debt. A car, a student loan, a Harley Davidson or something like motorcycle, and furniture from Alabama, Las Vegas, and also in Los Angeles, California. Now, what's really crazy about that is that when she was calling every single company, they were giving her information. It's the same person working all of it everywhere with her name, just with a different ID, a driver's license number, but with her social security and her date of birth. So she's really into like they stole her identity. So thank God for ID Seal. And she tells everybody, now she's my biggest advocate. She's telling her husband, her sister, her mom, her dad, people at my work, and they're becoming customers. But what's crazy about it is that right away she got assigned to a restoration agent. They gave her exactly the steps to do. She followed everything. And from there, she was able to, now she has peace. Now she feels better because now they are taking care of everything for her. So know that we have a business that we're working in, a company that will take care of our customers. Like, I feel so great knowing that she's so grateful. Like, she looks at me, she hugs me, and she's thanking me every 2 seconds. It wasn't that I did something. I just provided the service that I had posture because I was a customer. They stole my credit card in September, and I went through those steps. And I showed her my app, and I was able to get her. Give me 1 second, Mr. Al Thomas. I have to assign people here for our Spanish conference. Sorry, duplication right here. Okay,
if you need to go ahead. I can take it from here. If you need to go, let me know. That's fine.
Oh no, I just assigned them right now. I opened the thing. So that's all that I was that we were able to do with my coworker at work. So with all these customers coming in, it wasn't that I did them. I just acquired 2, but they were able to refer me more. With Miss Nikki, she's also, you know, spreading the word. Why? Because she felt confident and she felt content with it, right? So what I would say to you guys, if I think Mr. Al Thomas, if you want to jump in, what I would say to you guys is always have posture of what you have, what we have in our hands, because I feel very confident to be able to talk to them because I'm able to provide it, I'm able to use it, I'm able to share with them. And with those 2 things, that Vivint, you have an app and you can show people, and then with ID Seal, you have an app and you can show people. It's like a walking, you can build your business just by showing somebody, right? And Mr. Al Thomas, was there anything you wanted to?
Yeah, question. How many your coworker, how many people and points and customers have she referred to you so far since that happened?
With Nellie, her name is Nellie. So
Nellie.
Herself, her husband, her sister got the family one, and her mother, her dad, her boyfriend, her mother's boyfriend, they're separated, and her brother, and then 2 of my coworkers. So, I mean, I didn't even know my coworkers even were going through something like that either.
So the question is, how many points would you say that gave you? All those 7 or 8 people?
So
roughly,
there was
just roughly.
Roughly, I think 14. But what's really crazy is that my coworker first did it for 1 month. And then from there, she said, oh my God, Perla, I was telling you, Mr. Al Thomas, she's like, I thought at first I was going to try it out, but I realized this is what I need forever. So I called, she went ahead and did it on her own. I called ID Seal and I got it for 1 full year. So then I called ACN and they were able to only give me 5 points instead of like the whole 8 for the 1 year, but they gave me 5 points for as of now. But what's crazy about it is that when they're confident in what they want, they're your own advocate. So I'm thinking maybe about 14, 17 points just with her.
Wow. So all her friends and everybody, all those people that got signed up, that's how many points was that? Would you say all of that would be?
Total about 17 points.
Okay.
Yeah, about 17 points with her. Yeah, just with her. Yeah.
You know, that's not bad for 1 week. We talked about the guy with 1,800 only did 5 points a week. So you're ahead of the game. Congratulations, 17 points for one referral. See, folks, you know, we talked about the gentleman yesterday, and I talked about 5 points weekly. That's doable. It's not outrageous. It's not outrageous at all. Now, what I'm going to do, since we got Miss Perla Bernal on here, we're going to do something that she doesn't know we're going to do, a quick flashback in the past. Mr. B. Clemens, anytime you're ready, we're going to surprise you with a flashback from Miss Perla Bernal in the past. 4 years ago, coming up this month, there was something significant happened in Las Vegas. And we want to share this with you, Miss Perla Bernal, if you remember this. Now, this was on the cusp. Look at this. Watch her crack up and laugh. Luncheon, $20. You're invited to come learn from how to get paid every time. What? Someone use a cell phone. Where? In Mexico. And we had a luncheon after the presentation, which we gave out flyers. This is funny. This is July 23rd, 2016 at 4:00 p.m. here in a restaurant in Vegas. We got the restaurant with Vice President of Leadership Development, Mr. Larry Raskin. You were invited. It was a private meeting, $20 a person. I think we had about 60 people show up for it. We had room for 40 or 50, 60 showed up. But the funny part about this is something today. Look at Miss Perla Bernal laugh. Let me see her face. Look at that. She didn't know we're going to show this tonight. Let me share with you guys what's significant about this. Now, Miss Perla Bernal, we're not in the same organization. Myself, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of us, 6 of us went out. Watch this. Watch her. Everybody look at Miss Perla Bernal. We went out to share the opportunity. We had another flyer, which I cannot. We shared the opportunity that day about the opportunity of Mexico opening up. And that's why she got 3,000 IBOs in 90 days. We went in front of standing in front of Hispanic stores, the Mexican supermarkets. It was 102 degrees out. July 23rd, 102-degree weather. For 4 days, we stood in front of the Hispanic markets, all in Vegas, excuse me, and I don't speak Spanish that well. Excuse me, hola, ¿qué pasa? Hola, and hola. And we passed out the opportunity flyers to come hear Larry Raskin's speech. This wasn't the luncheon. We jacked that place up. We stood out there in front of that place an hour and a half. Miss Perla Bernal says, "You're senior vice president. You're why not?" See, we will do what others won't do. That's why we have what others won't ever have. We did this for 4 days at 102-degree weather.
Yeah.
102-degree weather. July 23rd coming up. This will be 4 years. And you wonder why I'm where I'm at and why she's got a big organization. Because of that, Mr. Larry Raskin came out, packed the place out, private lunch. Now watch this. She doesn't know. Miss Perla Bernal had one of her ladies out, Miss Contreras, came up from Mexico. Listen, everybody look at Miss Perla Bernal. Look at her face. Came up from Mexico wait a minute, listen to this. Listen, Linda, listen. Came from Mexico, Guadalajara. Mm-hmm. She came from Guadalajara all the way to Las Vegas to get promoted at our event as an ETL. Mm-hmm. We can't get people on a Zoom call. She went back to Guadalajara and got busy, and she became an RD and popped another RD and popped another RD. See, that's the power, if you believe. That was 4 years ago, coming up just July 23rd, and I want to send that out to Miss Perla Bernal because that would put a smile. I remember back when, 4 years ago, this July 23rd. And what am I saying? We stood in front of a Spanish market, 4 or 5 of them. We went one for an hour and a half, one to another, and one to another. We did it for 4 days just to expose people to the expansion of Mexico. Now, why can't you expose people to the expansion of ASEAN right in your city, your state, your country? Because you don't have it, but you don't want it. I'm not going to say that. I'm just showing you things that I did with her, 102-degree weather. Some of you would never did that. Stand in front of a Mexican restaurant, passing out flyers, talking about the launch of Mexico. That's powerful. Yeah. That's powerful. See, it's amazing. It's lazy. We got. Yes, Miss Perla Bernal, go ahead.
Okay, so he's telling you this part, right? But what he's not also letting you know is that that flyer, at the one point we thought it was cool. I made that in my iPhone 4. It was all cracked, and I thought it was the coolest little flyer. We printed it out. I literally had no money. Mr. Al Thomas helped me out so much with being able to print every single one of them. He helped me with rights everywhere because at that point I didn't even have a car. And we would be going Facebook Live, translating what we were doing and getting people to come to the markets. And Mr. Al Thomas, it was 120 degrees in Las Vegas, not 102, with his little hat. He would buy us water and he would be passing out flyers, putting them in cars. Guys, a senior vice president that made it in life already was out there in a carniceria, didn't even speak Spanish, was out there passing hours. So I can be able to hit a certain position, so I can be able to succeed in this business. And the ones that were around us that wanted to, like, you know, he has a large organization in Las Vegas, and only a few decided to follow us. And they were out there doing it as well. And they had success as well. They have teams in Mexico now. But and Mr. Larry Raskin said, if you can pack 300 people in that room, I will come. And Mr. Larry Raskin came. And I became the biggest Mrs. Dom King of promoting, because I promoted that event like the biggest event in the world that made our first team coordinator come from Guadalajara, Mexico, not only by herself, but with 9 other people. So they can go out there and they could go back to work. And Mr. Al Thomas was out there like so proud of us, like we were in his team, but in reality we were, because ACN is one family. I have so much respect for that man because he did so much for me than anybody else. When people say, I don't have my mentor that can help me in my upline this, my upline that, what? I can't understand that, because Mr. Al Thomas has zero financial gain from us. And, you know, you always have to do the impossible. And I have a posture that I have because of him. And I'm just so grateful and thankful. But I can't believe that you found that. That is like the ugliest flower, but it was so cool.
We thought we'd surprise you tonight because since you were doing the call. But not only that, I forgot, it was 120, not 102. But I also had people on my team passing flyers out. But I had people on my team. One lady in particular, I'm not going to say her name, she spoke Spanish. And I had 2 or 3 other people that didn't speak Spanish. And they said, if you're going out there in 120-degree weather, I'm going too. So we gave everybody flyers, put your name on it. If they come to the meeting, they're your people, they're your guests. See, that's what I'm talking about. Day by day, night by night. Some of y'all are so lazy. You have never went out and did anything like that. What are you afraid of? Why not you? And you wonder why you're still stuck at ETL 5 years later. You ain't doing nothing. You're so conservative. What are you scared of? If I was starting today, I would bust my rear end and I'd be an ETL by tomorrow. I'd be an RD in 90 days. I'd be an RVP in a year or so. It doesn't take that long. But you're not, you guys are hearing this information, but you're not implementing it. My God, it's not that difficult. Day by day, night. Some of y'all won't do that. 120. I want to do. I know that's why you're not a senior vice president. I know that's why you have 3,000 people in your downline. There's people mad at her because she got 3,000 people. Well, why is she? It ain't important. Her RD's got. I mean, because she's. Anyway, the key is building your business, going out there every day and getting leads. And I want to bring this part up because look at what she did with that lady with 17 customer points on a referral of 2 years ago. The other lady who she works with got started and the guy didn't hit her. Nothing stopped any of you from thinking outside the box. Here's the problem. You think, here's your box. You live in a box. You die in a box and put in your pine box. You don't stretch yourself. Get out the freaking unknown and do something. You do the same thing every day. You don't meet nobody new. I'm telling you. I double, triple dare you to go stand in front of a Spanish market handing flyers out in 100-degree weather. Or as Miss Collins down there in 2-degree weather, down in Australia. Because you ain't got it in you. You don't want it bad enough. You're too comfortable being broke. My God, it doesn't take that much. I talked about MD Ramen the other day. More dollars. Taxi cab driver. Would y'all rather sit at home, eat cake and bonbons and don't get nobody on here? Well, it was a good meeting. And ain't doing jack in building your business. Folks, I'm trying to tell you, don't wait till your back's against the wall to come out running. Don't wait till your back's against the wall, God, and then ask for God to bless you. Don't wait to prayer is no. Do it now. Do it now, Mr. Harris. Do it now, Mr. Sergio. Man, get it done. Wrap it up. It's not that difficult. And I want to bring that flyer on because that's just to bring something, a laugh on her face about standing in front of 102-degree weather for 4 days with bottled water out there, going to cars, putting flyers on cars. I had my shirt on and my shorts, and I had my ACN shirt on. I was representing ACN, but I was out there looking for somebody that want to make a difference in their family tree forever. When was the last time you stood in 120-degree weather putting flyers out, standing in front of the market? Didn't even understand the language. No, you won't do that. Tonight, bomb time in about 20 minutes. You have not because you've done not. Ms. Perla, Bernal, say a few words in closing. Tomorrow morning, let me do this. Tomorrow morning, we'll be back, Ms. Jocelyn Driscoll, tomorrow morning. We're coming to the end of our July fest of all these leaders training and talking to you. Some of you listening got a bunch of notes, but how many of you done anything with the notes you've done? So tomorrow morning, we got Ms. Jocelyn Driscoll and Ms. Perla Bernal. Give us a few words in closing, dear.
Well, guys, this is not in any of this. I mean, it wasn't even supposed to go down like this. This is not to impress anybody. This is just to press upon every single one of you guys. The one, you have to be a server. You have to serve others, be a servant leader, so you could be able to get abundance like Mr. Al Thomas. Like our mentor, he walks and talks and does everything by example, leads by example. So I'm only sharing with you guys our testimonial because I have accountability partner, and that's him. So I talked to him about it, and he's the one that asked me to share with you guys. So, you know, with Nikki, Mr. Al Thomas, she had already given me 3 customers that same day. And now, like she's mentioning, she's referring me others. So in total, I was just looking at my report, and it's 49 points total with 2 referrals. So
that's
those
what
are
I was getting at.
Yeah.
I knew it was more than 17. I knew it was about 40 something. Yes.
Yeah. So with Nikki, it's her and 2 other co-workers that same day, and then now she's referring me other people. So for Vivint, it's 8 points, and with my other co-worker, 17. So I had 49 points within, you know, right away. I wasn't really doing the work. It was just them being the advocate for me. But it was because I stayed consistent, and because I developed a friendship with them, and I built trust. And I wasn't really pushing, you know. And right now, I'm talking to them in a way that I always tell them, you know, you can get paid with this as well. I would love for you to sit down and talk to me about this. You know, I wasn't pushing them or anything, but I know because now they're trying my service, they will probably be the biggest advocate and will really kill it in this business. So I hope in somehow, some way, you guys are inspired that you can go out there and do something about what we have in our hands. And yeah, Mr. Al Thomas, that was a blast from the past. To see that was a very cool experience. Thank you for bringing that back.
You're welcome. You know, if I could set out to 120-degree weather, there's people on here won't do that. They're so busy sitting there, the husband and wife every night, scared that one get off the couch and go do something. You know, and people are jealous because maybe you put 3,000 people in your downline in 90 days, but they won't go out and spend 100-degree weather. You know, the thing about it is this. I remember you came to me, you said something I never forgot. And you said, and I wrote it down on my notes tonight. You said you came from Mexico to take the American opportunity back to Mexico. And I thought, like, wow, I never forgot that. She came from Mexico to come to America to take the American opportunity back to people in Mexico to give them a way out. Like Colombia, because they have no retirement plans like we do. See, I think the problem is we're so busy thinking we got something to fall back on that we get so comfortable. Oh, I'm retired. I got this coming. Folks, let me tell you something. Wake up, because these retirement plans are broke. You have no idea. If I were every one of you at the sound of my voice, I'd be on my day by day, night by night, work my business every day I could, every Monday that I could, because I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna get a whole lot worse out there. And that little social insecurity, you can forget it. That little pension plan you think you got coming, check it again. It'll be cut in half and cut in half again in the next 3 to 4 years. Then what you gonna do? That's why it's important to take advantage of this opportunity today. Here she came from Mexico to take the American opportunity back to Mexico. And I'm like, whoa. And here we are from America, and we have nobody on any of these calls but ourselves. So folks, I'm done for the night. Tomorrow morning, Ms. Giles and Driscoll will be back with some niceties. Nikki Dalton, I want to thank her out in North Carolina with the Vivid customers, and also our Ms. Perla Bernal social person that she works with, 47 customer points. I mean, that's amazing. That's amazing. And then our 1,800 customer point champion yesterday, 5 customers a week. That's all it took over a year. It's all Maddox. It's all numbers. But here again, people, wow, then go do something. Anyway, a few words in closing, dear.
By the way, we got kicked out of a few markets.
Oh, yeah.
We got kicked out. So if you haven't got kicked out from malls or from Spanish Marketplace, you can't talk to us about anything.
My
Okay,
first year never marketing the malls in Sacramento, I got kicked out of malls 2 or 3 times a day. And I found out what time the guy was leaving. I went back in the mall again. He parked me out, take me out to walk me outside. I said, sir, what time you leave? What time you get off? 5 o'clock? Great. I'll be back at 6. Get my daughter. My wife. Anyway, you know what? That's why I'm where I'm at, because I went right back in again. Some of y'all get so scared. You're so this. I'm so concerned. You got to have it all in duck soup order. That's why you're not where you're going to be. You're trying to play it safe. That ain't what entrepreneurship's about. Entrepreneurship, and I'm going to end it on this. Set yourself on fire, and the rest of the world will come out and watch you burn, because they ain't got nothing better going on in their life. Folks, I hope you guys got some out this training. Next weekend, I think Mr. Bree Clemens has got this Sunday night training. Tomorrow morning, Miss Giles and Driss will be with us. On Tuesday, we have, who do we have Tuesday? Oh, Mr. Julian Lewis Tuesday. We got a surprise guest on Wednesday, and we have another surprise guest on, I can't tell you. But anyway, just be on here, 9 o'clock a.m. Pacific Coast time. I hope you guys enjoyed the training tonight, because this was a training of testimonials. What could you do? You know, last night, the leadership was talking about the ins and outs with this gentleman. If you didn't get to last night, you missed a big one. You need to go back on the site, go back on our channel, Destiny International, look at last night's training, because you missed a good one. Friday night leadership, I led up to it, but yes, we broke it down in more detail of what happened Friday night. It was powerful, powerful. Here again, my biggest prayer is get everyone over to RVP, because they're not even call us RVP. None of y'all are RVP. None of you. Why not? Why not? There's SCPs that popped 3 RVPs in the last 90 days, 120 days. You can do it. Anyway, good night, everybody. Thank you. Thank you so much. God bless you. We'll see you tomorrow morning, 9 o'clock. Ms. Perla Bernal, thank you, dear, for a great testimonial. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you so much for talking about the things. And we're so glad we got to surprise you with Mr. Larry Raskins for 4 years ago, this July 23rd. Well, in fact, we need to have a reunion with Mr. Larry Raskins on Zoom or something to remember 4 years ago. Don't get jealous about what she's doing. You do something. Go around your little city and town and find a Mexican restaurant, stand out front of the supermarket. Y'all won't even do this. No, y'all won't do this. You're too cool. No, what they gonna say about me? They've been talking about you. Anyway, good night, all. God bless. See you tomorrow morning.
Okay.